Hello viewers, welcome to Fort Nagaland News. Hoday mohan apne hange alag khobor loina ai thake anishna. Holi mostly mohan nijor state opor thake amena Nagaland state opor holi ajitu amena center, amena nation, amena country la opor de icha ki chuli ase itu la opor de khota kola hi ase, especially regarding India Pakistan relation opor de. To itu topic opor de khota ko karne ajibi amena khota kola ina thake tu Dr. Salikyu ase, Associate Professor of Political Science or specialization in international relation and geopolitics. Sir, I'm going to get time there. Thanks.
Thank you.
Aro, I will move on to the topic. Itu icha hui thakada amihan state de, amihan nation de, India or Pakistan na bitor tension chul thaka upor ase. Itu amihan ge effect no hoy icha north state Nagaland effect no hoy kone manhan man yete thake hanu man kyo na holi bishet dangor chul amihan effect ho. So like moi ekta question hudu mun jai thaka do itu India বা পাকিস্তান কে রেসপন্স দিয়ালা উপর আপনা ভাবনা কিন আছে
India para Pakistan ki respond diya to thik hi ase because India has given more than 2 weeks I think for Pakistan to respond. India April 22nd de hoise na ki Pahalgam do aro India para Pakistan ki kwa to terrorist to apna laga territory para aya ase hitu para before you let us deal with it, you deal with it. Apnan bara deal koribe. Apnan bara deal koribe because now time bit is close to 2 weeks. Aro hitu bichi de India para Pakistan para iku terrorist kangi iku bi nachwa bara India bara kali to response dise. Aro tade 9 locations in Pakistan they jagina India han bara attack kori dise. Bombing through using of high precision laser guided missiles, long range missiles. So hitu bara India's response was Aman Foreign Secretary para Kwanisna India's response was very precise, non-escalatory and responsible. So India bara response ya thik ase because Pakistan ki time dise apna laga territory ase apna bara til koribe because Pakistan has a history of funding and sponsoring terrorist activities terrorist activities inside their territories, which the terrorists use as a camp to attack India na. Itu bara hole bi Pakistan bara ko kwana itu bara attack kori dise. Thik hi hoise.
so sir apni tu koi dise man bi tu be it in mainland media, international media or in social media alag platforms there, especially regarding UN itu hande meeting hande bi Pakistan do terrorism promote kore koi to East Pakistan na are they promoting terrorism?
Yes, there's lots of evidence, undeniable evidence that Pakistan supports and sponsors terrorism. Holy be this time though, more popular though, just my calculation. More popular though, Pakistan because they have a history of always sponsoring terrorism against India. This time, what happened is that the LET and then the JEM and one group called Mujahideen, something Mujahideen. Hidukhando, I feel like they have created a beast which they cannot control. So the beast was created, it became huge and large, and then it went and did what it had to do. So this time though Pakistan, all the terrorist groups attacking India are part of Pakistan's own creation. Aro India para Pakistan ki attack kora to it's a consequences which Pakistan had to pay because they created the monster and now they cannot control the monsters, especially the ISI in Pakistan Intelligence Service. They have a long history of supporting terrorist activities against India. So they have created the monster. The monster pisi tango ekta uthai dise. Ita to Pakistan Army, Pakistan ISI tahan bara bi control group na pare. Ito bara iti action law do ito take it to beyond the control of Pakistan government, beyond the control of ISI. In gau jaisi dia to. Ito bara yes, Pakistan has a history of supporting, sponsoring terrorist activities. Yeah.
So sir itu Pahalgam attack hoa bishide full blown war Icha amen Kargil huine ase aro 1950 kiman du huine ase. To itu full blown war hole chances nai kile mane itu khali Pakistan occupied Kashmir POK den hoine Pakistan na
Yes.
POK ekla noine Pakistan na dusra territory
Yes.
bitor du marisin
Yes,
na.
you're right. India, but not just in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, but also India attacked inside Pakistan. Well, we have to remember that the weapons used were mostly high precision laser guided missiles. And actually, though India like a hot Rafale jets to say. So Rafale jet para they use scalp missiles. So scalp missiles, so you can shoot the missiles from 250 kilometers away. So Indian Army or Indian Air Force does not have to go inside Pakistan to attack those places. They can be in India territory that they can any mariti pole pare 250 kilometers. Now, that's why. So what I'm trying to say, even though India has attacked inside Pakistan territories and also Pakistan occupied Kashmir, the chances of full-blown war between India and Pakistan is negligible. It's very low. It's very minimal. Aman itia bisi news day or social media says full-blown war I bole pare noile war I be India the radio say hole bithon do bisi idu bisi manu kan any opinion bisi de na with no expertise nai any full-blown hole be. If you think about it, there's no way that India and Pakistan will go full-blown war because of Pahalgam, because of what India did yesterday. Because Pakistan expected that India will respond, and they got to respond. Pakistan also knew that they are responsible for it. They are the one who sponsored them, this terrorists. So they are paying the price for it. So they have no right to complain. So full-blown war on Hobo, and also because right now, last time India Pakistan major war late 1990s, just Kargil war Kargil. Territorial violation Pakistan entered India occupied Kashmir, right? I think they came inside. Pakistan came inside LOC, which was under India. With territorial sovereignty, they violated the line of control. Hence, they went to war. But this time, though, territorial no, it's about terrorism. So itu manukan bara ini manukan na chane kena news day noile podcast day manukan busy ko as a full blown WhatsApp hole bitu noy. They don't understand the realities of international relations. Itu bara ini misam busy ko as. And so there's the chances of India and Pakistan going to war is minimal at the most. And also because you have to remember itu Aman Foreign Secretary Barkwan is na India did not attack any Pakistan military installation. Sub 9 places they attack kora to sub terrorist kan lagai ase. Pakistan military kan ke to touch bhi kora nai. So what's the meaning of that? I mean, and India has very clearly said that it is non-escalatory. In other words, they don't want to escalate things. That's why they attacked only precise terrorist locations, 9 locations in Pakistan. So the chances of India and Pakistan going to war is minimal. Yeah.
Kali ushe itu Pahalgam do itu attack to Pahalgam to bishi din age ushe to itu India attack corrupts Pakistan medias or some international medias like China la media especially they're claiming Pakistan by India la pasta jet gerai dise tinta duita ini ka cause itlo pod apni
it's very doubtful because Indian Navy use a kamikaze drone. So the Indian Navy can be in Indian Ocean or Arabian Sea, and from there they can use drone. Then kamikaze drone, then they can just use the drone, and then they use the drone to attack the compound. So how can the Pakistan shoot down the thing? Indian jet fighters. Same thing with Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force did not have to. Indian Air Force kan to khali India parai marise do because of the missiles. Scalp missiles can travel for a very long range, so they don't need to go inside Pakistan. And so it means if you look at the weapons used, it does not match up. Pakistan bar claim kura aro idu what the weapons are that India has used. So but then we don't know. But so these are more speculation or more based on the weapons used by India. India only used missiles, and those missiles can be fired from jet fighters from a very far range, extremely far range. meaning Indian jet fighters did not even come close to Pakistan border. That's why I don't think it's credible. But we'll have to wait and see. But I don't think it's credible.
And I join the backlash has
Oi,
Pakistan ba koi thega to civilians kan ta na
oi,
ito han ge luksan hoise jokhom hoise mori se do kwas whereas India wa kwas
terrorist.
terrorist khan ge ito operation Sindoor de to terrorist khan ge attack korse kwas a terrorist khan ne nuksan hoise kwas kun side of the story lo ma man
Right now, it's difficult to tell because what India is now using is kind of India ita use kura do tactics to Israel para copy kura ase India ham to, and India and Israel over the few years we have become very very close. We share lots of intelligence and even the weapons among Indian Army, Navy, or Air Force can use kura weapons can be sub majority of them ita do Israel para hai. Aro itia apna barbi janibo Israel kam kinaka how they are dealing with Palestinians in Gaza. Same tactics India ham itia use kura ase against Pakistan. So in other words, if you try to India ba ko ase apna amala ka territory de I can civilians kan ki touch kurle to amhan barbi inka kurupole pare ko ina warning dia ase na next time be careful. That's why it's difficult to say whether the casualties in Pakistan are civilians or terrorists. And because India is saying that, because one of the Israeli kanto, we are going to attack terrorists. If we have to kill civilians in the process, we will do it. And so the same tactics India is using. We are going to kill the terrorists, even if there are some collateral damage. We are willing to bear it.
so Pakistan shelling last I think last night or
Yes, yes,
from
yes,
yesterday
yes.
or India la side bishi civilians khan
Yes, civilians are majority of them are civilians. You're right, very right. The majority of the civilians who were casualties were majority of them were because of the shelling also, right? So shelling is like a automatic response from Pakistan. Even Pakistan had to respond. Na Pakistan barabi asaman bi ini nalopo ini tahan like own population ge dikhabole shelling to kurbo lagi to. So that's what it happened.
icha mon ito interview no hage de while we were coming
Yeah.
I ajagale Fox ito samsi
Oi,
khobor
oi.
bisula hulubi khobor ta video clip aise ngauna that is new kala video clip kanne I think in Amritsar army base te mari was Indian army la base so
Oh,
if
oi.
it's true
Okay. We'll have to wait and see because just because one social media post doesn't mean that it's credible. We'll have to wait and see. And right now, even Pakistan will have to think twice before Pakistan, because if Pakistan will respond gurule, they're defending terrorism. Right? Because India did not attack military. India bara to khali terrorist came ke attack krise. Military kam ke to ek par bhi chhoa nahi tha. Aro terrorist can chogena Pakistan bara army Pakistan military use kurle to that means indirectly they are saying we support terrorism. Or Pakistan is in no position to go to war. Pakistan right now Pakistan is in a mess, so it has no capabilities to go to war with India. Even the population won't agree. I think.
apna bhavna hisab te ito operation Sindoor do
Why?
ito justice serve koise na kiniga
It is a very good question and very very good question, and it's very complicated to answer because on the one hand, well, you cannot say justice is served because the main reason why Pahalgam happened was because of the lapse in India's internal security, right? It should not have happened, but it happened. There were intelligence reports saying that there's an imminent terrorist attack in this region, but nothing was done. So, justice served Grupo Coledo, at least there should be some responsibilities being taken by the administration. Why there was a lapse? Who was responsible for it? Who knew about it? What can be done? What should be done? Are there some penalties For those who knew it and still did nothing, hidu khan to kurubal lage do. Then only justice to serve ase do. Hidu Pakistan para terrorist kan para attack koribo kina news to ase. Government high officials para jane, Indian military para jane, Indian intelligence services para jane. Holy be security na thaka do, that says itu do kuna ka fall ase. Something situation, Pahalgam situation that could have been avoided, but nothing was done, right? Itu kun naga fall ase, itu Pakistan naga fall ase, na Aman naga fall ase. The Indian government naga fall ase. The Union government is at fault. So the Union government has to take some accountability for its own lapse. So ini Pahalgam ke Operation Sindoor, bisi emotional term Sindoor. Emotional Sindoor, Operation Sindoor, very emotional term loy kena Pakistan ke attack kora to distraction ase. Itia to sab manu khan to sab manu khan bara oh government laga fault ase. Iku gurul para nai. Government do response nai, tahan laga fault ase. Hole be very smart distract kore dise. Oh Pakistan laga fault ase. Pakistan ke attack kore se. No, everybody is ye hure. Sab inga gura se do. Itia to sab manu khan pauri jase do. Aman laga fault ase ko kena. You see? So it's only a distraction. So that means the Union government of India has not done anything to correct its fallacies, to correct what went wrong. So that means the government of India is not willing to take responsibility, even though it is their fault. So how can you say that justice is served? People manukan namuri pole thagakan murise. Kun laga fault ase. Government of India laga fault ase do. The Union government is at fault, not others. We are blaming others. Yeah, probably warning the thagisa no aibo kina. Probably we did nothing. So who's at fault? So Aman Naga present government in general, they are very smart in distracting people. It's one of the key facets of politicians. Nagaland debin ka hoy, PC politicians kan PC kiba kore distract kore tamano kan ke. Idu government be distract kore bole PC expert ase dan. Problem thakibo distract. Problem thakibo distract. Manhan pauri jay. So itu bara
matha gurai.
Hoy, itu bara itia to not everybody is in India Pakistan. Itia to sab manhan pauri se itu government laga fall as kena. So we cannot say that justice is served unless those people responsible for the lapse of internal security in Kashmir, justice is not served because the ones responsible who could have stopped it did nothing, and they should be held accountable. Unless that happens, justice is not served. You need to check in the poem grado. That's not justice. It's a distraction.
I mean, last one is questions. We man since it's about India Pakistan na zo lewe. Apni la ki question la upor hai. Icha last questions te apni king answered regarding justice. Idu any possibilities political gains karne idu kura. I think elections are also coming up in major states.
Yes. You're right. Very good question. Excellent question. Political gain laga opportunity to isi. It has given the present government in the union government, whoever is in power, it has given a lot of boost. The chances because politics is such that opportunity I let low na. Ito para itu Pahalgam and India's Operation Sindoor. The Union government the power taka tehan dimiti bisi policy. Because like you said, tango very important states the election aya seta. Bihar, Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, sabina. Very important states. Very important states. So for sure the present BJP government is going to use this and like really milk it, really use it for its electoral gains. Now even the name of itu aman India laga itia Pakistan Pakistan attack laga operation laga naam bi Sindoor. Na very emotional term though Sindoor, right? On behalf of those women who lost their husbands. See, very emotional. So itu politics or BJP kam to hidu kan use kore do. Isi dukan use kore. Emotionally charged terms. That's how they've been gaining in power. So it has given BJP a boost for coming election. So it'll be difficult for the other parties to counter that. Holy be For sure, PGP is going to use this for political gains. It has to. And on top of that, blame the shift krise. PGP government laga incapabilities to shift kore na Pakistan ke. Distract krise the manakang ita to manakang sab pori jaise BJP government laga. When BJP government was in power, because of its inability to tackle insecurity, people lost their life. Civilians, tourists lost their life. Hole be ita to manakang to sab to pori jaise. Pakistan laga fall ase. Pakistan ke krise hure. Pakistan, yes. BJP government is very, very strong. We'll vote for them again. That's how politics is. So, unfortunately, that's how politics is. So, yeah. So it has a huge potential to be used for other political gains. Yeah.
Sir, to ajibi amhengi time dehane bishi thanks. Aro iniga international relations kan na porte apno khota kula ai thako man aro every time when we come apno hodai time dehane bishi thanks jase. To viewers icha koi dia nishna server amyan laki daus thaksha amyan clear kur laise eti nishna tala bhavna ke samay hingi janai dise. To इनका खबर और अलग अलग खबर हम करने अपने साइड फॉर नागालैंड न्यूज़ मारा मचुमी फॉर FM